started yet. I'm just kind of introducing what we're going to talk about today. Today we are continuing
the decade of crisis. Events that happened just prior to the Civil War and the decade leading up to the Civil War. You know, yesterday we talked about topics like Harriet Beecher Stowe's book printed in...
Yeah. Well, I'm just prefacing what I'm about to say. What's important is...
But I didn't even get what was on the last slide.
Well, that was from yesterday. You didn't get what we did yesterday?
Moving on from the Dred Scott case to the Lincoln-Douglas debates. Now this
was yes, Sigmund.
So I need help.
You need help?
I can't follow along.
You can't follow along? What's the reason? Too fast? Too fast? Okay, well, it sounds like to me something that might help you is an application called VidNote.
Your smartphone can now be used to advance your education. For some students, taking notes during a lecture can be a real challenge. With the VidNote app, you are able to video lectures and turn those lectures into searchable text and graphics. For example, this professor is lecturing on algebraic formulas. VidNote takes the lecture and translates it to text. You can also create up to 4 folders to organize your notes. For this lecture, folders are created for graphics and formulas. Unwanted information can then be moved to trash. Keep only what is important for your studies. VidNote will revolutionize note-taking.
Would you let your students use this in class?
Yeah, anything that's going to benefit a student and allow them to perform better at any level, absolutely, I would support that. I think each one of the individual technologies exist, but I've never seen it actually packaged that way. I think that's a great idea. Well, absolutely. I mean, 100 years ago, did you think you could hold a device in your hand and talk to somebody and see them on the other side of the world in real time?
That's fair.
Okay, so yeah, we can do it. Of course, with video and with the texting, that's certainly going to take up a lot of memory. So I think one of the hurdles you might have to overcome is how are you going to store that type of data.
Our plan was to try to have a systems based so it was saved to a certain account on like a cloud service that would come with the app.
Sounds like you thought it out.
Yeah.
It's like to a portal. It's accessible to any supporting device.
Yeah. You could do it on a computer.
Not, without actually seeing the app, unless you can really put your hands on it and see it and experience. I think it'd be at this point be hard to try to make any suggestions, but I think it's a great idea.
The app will allow 504 students and the EC students that requires read aloud have the information read to them to help them understand the information better than just letting them read it and trying to figure out the words. Yes, I think it would help them to be able to follow along as I'm reading the materials. After I finish my lecture, they can go back and listen to what I say as they're working on their worksheets or their assignments.
Yes, I would allow them to use it. It would be beneficial because in science, I teach science, and there's a lot of tables and there's a lot of information that we have to go over. And it's not like math classes where they actually build on skills. There's information. We go over one set of information and then we go to another set. And I could talk about several things in one class period. And it will actually, videoing the lecture will actually help the students, with organizing and with going over information and remembering information.
Well, one advantage to our app is you can also take pictures of, say, the periodic table for you, that your students could always have right on hand, a periodic table on their phone right there as they're recording you.
And that's good because, with shortage of textbooks, I do not have a textbook for every student to take home. And so they'll be able to take pictures of the tables and the graphs, like the periodic table that's in the textbook, and organize it with their notes, and then go back and look at it later on. And so, yes, that will be very beneficial to them.
As principal of a school, would you allow students to use VidNote in the classrooms?
As long as there's an educational value to it, students, I'd have no problem with them using it in class under teacher supervision. I think it could be a good program for instructional supplement.